Welcome to the Shack Center. Take notes, Graham. Take notes, Graham.
This week we're in Monaco spending 2 days with Prince Albert. From checking out the yacht club to a tour of the palace, we spend 3 days on the road and in the air with golf's greatest player, Jack Nicklaus. The Washington Capitals captain invites us to his home outside of Moscow. I sat down with Pacquiao at his beautiful home for a trip to his home country in Africa, for an exclusive look at his hugely popular international sports festival and the first ever in Asia. We're in the Bahamas with iconic billionaire Sir Richard Branson. How do you balance the desire to pursue extraordinary achievement with the inherent risk?
I put my parachute on, put a life vest on, climbed back on top of the capsule and prepared to jump. And I knew this was the last few moments of my life.
Why do you think you've gotten criticized so much?
If people are talking about you, then you're doing something right.
What was that experience like?
The camera just on you the entire time and having to keep it together.
What were they saying?
You know, that I was overrated and I was spoiled and I'm not going to make it past 15.
You said, quote, every time he hit me, it put fuel on the fire in my belly.
I knew when I packed my gym bag that I would never come back. Nothing could stop me.
Graham Bensinger's in with you then.
I want to knock out Adrian Peterson.
This is the treadmill, Equi-Gym high-speed treadmill.
There's more positive things that happen to you in this process than you can count.
Why does it feel so terrible then?
Top left. Your teammate is also one of the guys you're trying to beat.
You can't be friendly. Yeah, win the world championship, no problem, buddy. That's not how it goes.
With championship on the line, could you see yourself handling it similarly?
Well, it was not right what he did.
Describe the level of competition that existed between the two of you.
I said, I've always had to fight Arnold's army, but I never had to fight Arnold.
He was so good, and once in a while I beat him.
I want to take you back to when you were growing up.
My dad was an alcoholic and was never around, and when he did show up, you didn't want him around.
I'm some guy robbing houses and mugging people. The next thing you know, hey, we champ of the world.
During that time behind bars, what are you thinking about?
The same way you got up and said, without a shadow of a doubt, we can prove that Ray Lewis stabbed and killed 2 people, get up and tell the media that you just told me you don't care if I'm guilty or not. You're gonna make sure I go to jail for life.
It's been nearly a decade now since, what you went through with sexual assault charges.
I think once you go through something like that, you can't help but be different. You can't help but have a better sense of who you are.
I didn't break up the Beatles, okay? I didn't shoot JFK.
Well, no, after all, though, it is a profile interview and it's part of your life.
All of a sudden, it sounds to me like you're saying I'm an addict.
How'd you quit?
I had about 4 pills left. I said, I'm gonna flush these down the toilet. I almost crawled in the toilet to go after them.
Why decide to go to rehab?
I'm the guy that just ruined my marriage because I banged some stripper. So there's gotta be some kind of flaw in my personality that made me think that was okay.
You and professional golfer Rory McIlroy broke off your engagement. How surprised were you by how it all ended?
Oh, I was shocked. I thought at least, I would get a face-to-face or something, but there was nothing.
It was just tough. Me personally, I didn't think that it would go down like that.
What about it made you so emotional?
Well, it's just everything you worked for.
And my mother would come in my room, and I would cry like a baby. So I was so hurt.
There's been times in my life where I've been so low that, is it worth it to feel this bad all the time?
I still feel like I was, a 2x4.
I was lost, being T.O.
Going through all of that, What do you think you learned?
They're still interviewing I Ain't Mike, and that's not who I am anymore.
How are you getting this information?
We got our crack investigators.
God, this is CIA right here.
He's giving you your information.
This guy's good. This guy is good.
Explain why you never wore a mouthpiece.
Like, come on, look at my teeth, man.
No, if something happens, hey, maybe I get them fixed for free.
I'm getting ready to go out on a training run with Lance Mackey, and I'm feeling my eyelashes getting stuck together.
First wave, up, easy. He had a more successful surf than me, and he got a scar. He's got a battle wound.
You okay? Right? All right, good job, man, good job.
Stay centered. Stay centered now. Oh, man. That was not staying centered.
1 water bottle, 2 water bottles. This is like a college kid's car.
Just don't hurt the coach or the camera guys. Or Sandy, the sound man. You killed him. James, be careful.
7, 8, 9. Now the 10s you go, hey, hey, hey.
1, 2, 3, go. Ah! One-handed. All right, let go. You hurt yourself.
In case you didn't know, this is
Charles Barkley.
And I'm Graham Bensinger, and this is In Depth.
Cut all this!